Hey, it's Clay Trader. This will be a video chart on ticker symbol MSDI. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Monday, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from, and want to get the chart updated after today's price action. It is tricky from a presentation standpoint because it all depends about perspective. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought right there or you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 8.72 seconds, then yeah, for you the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, then yeah, I get it. Today, the price pulled back. But today, being one word, 1 day, when you look at multiple days, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And when you have higher bases being built over time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. And I'm going to be doing this analysis from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a much different strategy and perspective going into the trade. So the first update here that needs to be made comes from a foundational principle in charting. And that states that when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So this was an area of support that was broken previously, but now, this was the level of resistance on Monday, but now that the price has broken above it, you would want to see this act as support. So going forward, the ideal level of support right there to $1.47. Now, if the price falls below it, I'm not saying that everything's ruined, but if the price can stay up above it, that would certainly make the chart look the healthiest going forward. And then what I'm going to do from there is just actually a little house cleaning. Delete these lines out of here. Sure, they still pertain to the chart, but from just presentation standpoint and wanting to keep the chart as clean as possible, not have lines all over the place. Like I said, just want to not have lines everywhere you look. It all really from, like I said, big picture perspective. Sorry, something popped up on one of my other monitors and distracted me, but I'm now locked in and getting focused. Big picture of things, all about the purple line, the famous 50-period simple moving average. Keyword there being moving. So as time goes by, this line's just going to keep on moving upwards and looking something like this. So the very simplistic way to look at the chart from a grand scheme of things perspective, as long as the price is above that purple line going forward, then the bulls are in full control, full health, however you can best visualize that. So yeah, I get it. Today the price did pull back, but pullbacks are part of the game, and as long as pullbacks are healthy being defined as putting in higher lows, then the long-term chart will continue to take care of itself. So pullback today, but the overall trend is still bullish, so we'll see if the bulls can stabilize at a higher low or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.